peep this one, or should I say peep this word of mouth here with a little episode talking about a few things that's going on in media. So we got some things we're going to speak about.
Oh, we going to talk.
Bro?
We going to talk. There's some craziness going on, and I'm coming for you guys in the comments.
First things first.
Oh, you got something?
What do you think about Lil Meech being dropped off of Power?
Yo, it's hard for me to talk about this because I am a 50 Cent apologist. Like, I'm a hypocrite when it comes, like, I'll defend 50, so I'm bad. But I don't know. It's like, if you put millions of dollars in my family's pocket.
Sorry, it wasn't Power. BMF.
BMF.
Sorry, don't kill me, guys. I know you watch your shows.
Now we already
BMF.
canceled. I've heard the discussions. It's like, who do you go with? The person that put food on your family's table or your dad who's been locked up? How I feel about it is that, yo, you could have kept a lot of that behind closed doors.
Right.
This didn't have to be, we didn't have to know about this. What do you think?
I think, listen, Big Meat, like sometimes your parents, other people can put your own situation in jeopardy.
That is true.
And listen, Lil Meech didn't have nothing to do with it, but the sins of your father falls down on the child. So
also,
it
too,
sucks because if he wasn't messing with Rick, we
wouldn't be having this conversation.
We wouldn't be having this conversation.
But he should be able to work with whoever he wants to work with. However, in the world of business, it doesn't always work like that.
Right.
For example, if you work for PepsiCo, you cannot consume Coca-Cola products, and you can't be caught consuming Coca-Cola products neither. Mm-hmm. I only know this because two of my friends in my fraternity, they got jobs at Pepsi, and they told us. So when we had a barbecue, it's like, oh, are those Coca-Cola products? No, we can't have that.
Right.
It's like, even if they're not around.
Yeah, because the film, if they ever catch you, it's a wrap.
And listen, you working with Coca-Cola, and 50 caught you hanging out with Pepsi, bro.
And you know what? Like, I'm not big on the op things.
I don't care about that.
But
gangbanging for jobs.
If BMF, you sold your likeness, you sold the image, you sold all those things to 50 Cent, to have him do those things, then
you kind of owe him in a way.
You kind of owe him.
Business, at least.
Granted, he might not have put money in your pocket right then and there, but
he gave you an opportunity.
Putting money not only in your pocket but your son. So, hey.
Sometimes I think sometimes in our community, people get too attached to these labels and make it feel like they define you. But in the world of business, listen, I may be down with this business for 5 years, and then 5 years down, I don't care about them. It happens all the time. Ciroc, Sean John, Rockaware, all these things. And now you can't, when the last time you heard Jay-Z mention Rockaware?
Well, why would you?
But you see my point, because business changes things.
But do say, baby.
But people will gangbang for these labels. You gangbanging for your job. Like, come on, stop this nonsense. Just get your check and be happy.
Yep. So, you know, sorry to Lil Meech, but
he'll be fine. I think he's a good actor.
Your dad did what he did.
Yo, Lil Meech for Lil Meech in Black Panther 3. Problem solved right there. Lil Meech in Black Panther 3.
What would he play?
Who's the character that? Lil Meech in the DCU. Let him play Black Thunder.
Right, Black Thunder. There we go.
Black Lightning.
Black Lightning. Don't let them come for you now.
Yo, they come for me. They're like, you're not a real comic fan. You're not really black.
But how about this other story?
You just got stories for days.
A little bit. So you brought this up, and I brought this up.
Our conversation.
So let's talk about Nelly and his ex-woman.
All right, so I saw this post from on Academics page. She was talking about how Nelly's ex-girlfriend made a comment that they were just supposed to separate for a bit, and then they were supposed to come back together. But that did not happen. Can we bring that up really quick? Let me just zoom in on that really quick. So, according to Spiritual World, Nelly's ex, Chantel Jackson, said she left him to see if space would bring them closer together. This N-word had a baby and got married. Ladies play stupid ass games, win stupid prizes. So she knows she lost the prize.
But that's Spirit World saying that, right? That's
you're right. You're right. That's not even her.
That's not her.
That's
but the video that's talked about
sounds incriminating.
Very incriminating. Let's talk about it.
Let's play that.
Think or have this make-believe story. I left because I wanted initially, I guess, space to see maybe will the space bring us back together, or do I need this space because I just need to rip off that Band-Aid? So, and initially I wanted the space or the break to rip that Band-Aid off. So, but no, like, no ill will, nothing bad. Just sometimes people don't work out. People grow apart. Like, sometimes one person might want to be still in.
You know what?
What you think?
What she's speaking is facts, but I am an avid believer that breaks
Don't work.
not something that works. If you can't work it out and you want to cut it, let's cut it clean, because most times what happens in a break, so ain't nobody mourning this or trying to fix it. They're looking at what else is out here. And if they can't find something else, then they come back, right? At least that's my terminology. But in this right here, one of the little things in the comment section that was rolling up says, "You dodging the question." I believe she wanted a break thinking he was gonna miss her.
I don't think so.
And then,
she knows Nelly's lifestyle. Why would she?
Hey, bro, I think so.
I don't think so.
I think it backfired. I really think it backfired, bro.
Well, I don't. The difference is that I'll speak to her mindset in that I thought we were gonna have a break. Maybe he, go have sex with other girls or whatever, this and that. Maybe I do my own thing, and then we come back together and find each other again. But ain't no love like that first love, though. Like, I'm sure she didn't see Ashanti coming back into the picture. Mm-hmm. And in the eyes of, I think, like, everybody that you guys right now are watching, everybody, Ashanti would seem like a step up from her.
Damn.
She's rich, she's successful, she's famous, and you already have, like, really deep history with her. So naturally, people would assume that, Ashanti's a step up. But we also don't know how Nelly feels about this, because Nelly could still be conflicted and have strong feelings for her.
Hey.
People got feelings for their ex all the time.
All the time.
Doesn't mean they act on it.
I think it was time. Like, when you take breaks, this is what happens. I really believe. I've never, in my life, have seen it successful, let's take a break. In my life. That's not on TV and stuff. Now, I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I'm just saying in my life. So I'd rather not even play those let's take a break game.
We also don't know why they took a break, because it could be because of things like infidelity. For all we know, it could be infidelity, and it's like, you know what, I can't handle you right now. Or it could be, hey, I'm not in the best space for us to be together right now. I know you want to. I need to figure myself out a bit, and I need to step away from you to do that. But in her words, she said she took the break because she didn't know if she wanted to step away or wanted to stay. So she needed the space to step away if she chose that.
And to rip the Band-Aid off, but he had a whole baby.
So then she knew what he was about.
It is what it is.
But then it begs the question, if you know what he's about and you feel like you need to step away, then it doesn't sound like this is a healthy relationship.
Right, but then again, we don't know what they're stepping away from. But all I would say is, listen, you take breaks, a baby could come up. No, stop.
No, you're right.
Let me stop.
Listen, babies happen between breaks.
Yeah.
And that's the quote of the day, babies happen between breaks.
Yeah, all you need is a month.
This is my confession. Just when I thought I said all I could say, chick on the side said she got. Yo, but seriously, like, shout out to her for at least coming on social media and being brave enough to admit that.
And transparent, yeah.
Because there's a lot of people out there that wouldn't want to admit, like, I was wrong in my heart. I feel like maybe I should have done better. I think she'll find. I hope you find somebody that makes you happy, because from your words, it sounds like you were conflicted about the relationship anyways.
Have you ever taken a break in a relationship?
Yeah, when I was like in high school.
Was it successful?
Yeah.
Oh,
but that's more so because of my personality.
You came back?
No, we just worked it out. But that's not about taking breaks. That's just conflict resolution.
Yeah.
Like, a break I think you don't need a break. I think you just need conflict resolution.
Yeah, I've never taken a break.
Because you got conflict resolution?
But I've seen,
Because you got conflict resolution?
Hey, maybe we just work it out until we can't work it out no more, then it's over.
That is true. That's how most relationships
I feel like
work.
you take these breaks. Again, I believe You take a break,
Well, I'll say this.
you break some dick off in her.
You're horrible. I'll say this. Ain't no breaks when I'm married. Like, this it. We work it out, or no, this it. We work it out, or we separate, but we still together. Like, you can't.
Live in separate beds, separate
Whatever
bedrooms.
it takes, like if that's what it takes. But when you really think about it, do you get a break from your marriage?
Well, it's called divorce.
That's not a break. That's a break up.
Hey, divorce and then get back together later on.
If you want to stay with somebody,
No, for real.
yo, you get. I'm kind of with you. I don't know if breaks work. I'm like 75% they don't.
Yeah, I don't think they work.
But shout out to her though.
Taking a break, all right, from your job
Why you say that, man? That's messed up.
to do a music video. Let's talk about
All right, so
this Melissa Mercado.
shout out to you, Melissa.
A New York City detective has gone viral after appearing in a music video that has sparked debate within the NYPD. Detective Melissa Mercado, a 7-year veteran of the force, is now at the center of controversy after her performance in rapper S-Quire's music video, Doin' That, resurfaced online. The video, originally released 4 months ago, recently gained attention after reports surfaced claiming that Mercado's colleagues found her appearance in the video surprising. Many officers were caught off guard when they recognized her. Some officers criticized Mercado, calling her actions unprofessional, while others argued that what she does in her personal time should not be a department concern. Detective Melissa Mercado serves in the Bronx Special Victims Unit, a division responsible for handling sensitive cases. Some within the department have questioned whether her appearance in the video aligns with the responsibilities of her position. NYPD officers are permitted to have outside employment, but they must follow strict guidelines to ensure there are no conflicts of interest. Reports indicate that the department was unaware of Mercado's involvement in the video before it went viral. So far, neither Detective Mercado nor S-Quire has publicly addressed the situation. The NYPD has also remained silent on whether her actions violate department policy or if any disciplinary action will be taken. The debate continues. Should an officer's personal life impact their professional standing?
All right, I'm gonna put my leg down because we're gonna get serious about this for a bit. I want to hear your thoughts first before I jump out the window with this, because you already know how I feel.
But before, can you give a little update?
All right, so I shared the update with you. We had
Yes.
we read the email from Yahoo News.
Yeah, and it's also on New York Post and a few other places.
New York. So update as of today is March 10th, Mario Day. You know if you know. So we have learned that Melissa Mercado has been taken. She's taken off of any sort of sex crime cases. There have been reports of other police officers saying how unfortunate it is and how disgusted they were, and that she should be embarrassed by what she's done. We did find out that she did work with an agency for her modeling gig, so it wasn't she's just online and jumping in videos. And then she's been reported to work very well on her job. They said she's very laid back, and as well as when she was working in the video, they said she was very laid back and professional. So sounds like she's a regular person, pretty stand up. So that's the update right
Yeah,
now.
that's the update. All right, so what's your question?
I want to know, what do you feel like this is being blown out of proportion, or do you think that people have the right to be upset and bothered by this circumstance?
I believe that people have the right to be upset
Or should
to a
be.
degree. Now, you can't tell somebody what to do when they're not working their job to a degree. Again, I'm going to keep using that word, to a degree, because there is certain jobs that hold certain integrities and certain principles and certain things that even when you're not on the workforce, it is frowned upon to do certain activities.
Agreed.
This one is one of them. Being a police officer, to uphold, I forgot their...
An SVU officer at that.
Yeah, to uphold what the badge stands for. I forgot what it is, protect, serve, and all those things. There's a certain level that you conduct yourself. I said this to you before. A pastor, right? That is revered amongst his congregation, utilized by God, but on his free time, he's smoking crack.
You could have just said smoking. Okay, smoking crack. Let's go.
Smoking the
Dust.
crack.
Can we just say he does like PCP or something?
Crack cocaine.
So your pastor does crack, and how does it make you feel?
Not my pastor.
Your pastor does crack, and what does it make you feel?
But you will look down on it like, wow, he's preaching this message. He's filled with the Holy Spirit.
But Melissa
on his
wasn't
own
telling
time.
people to go into videos and do this stuff.
No, but
She
I'm
wasn't
just
preaching
saying
that.
in general, it's the job that you hold has a certain prestige. Just like You wouldn't see the CEO of a big bank like Chase, for example, doing strip club type duties and dances and then come and represent the company because you have a level of decorum that you have to hold.
So you feel that when you have a certain job, you have a responsibility to at least appear in the public eye a certain way that's upstanding. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So for the people then that come after her saying these things like, oh, how you're a police officer, you shouldn't be doing these things or whatever. Don't you feel like that's a little bit of moral hypocrisy because the same people that want to uphold her to certain standards also don't meet those standards herself? So they're throwing stones and living in a glass house. And I said this to you in the chat. How can you be upset at her for being on a pole in a music video, but then you're not, if she needs to be held to a moral standard, then what about the same men or women, if you're a woman too, that go to the strip club that actually promote the people that are actually on the pole?
Are they being filmed?
They're still promoting immoral behavior.
Are they being filmed?
In
No,
this
the
case, no, I'm talking about the moral standing though.
No, I get it, but certain things, like when you do things in your private time,
She's in her private time.
if it is private, this is a video. It's
Okay.
not private no more.
Hey, it's a job.
It's not private
So
no
the
more.
only thing that I feel that we can unanimously agree that your job does possibly have a code of conduct if you get caught in happenings outside your job that are misgiving of your job, you can get reprimanded naturally.
Right.
And unfortunately, in a news report, it did say that she did not. We don't know if she confirmed with her supervisor or whoever, because when you work for the city government, you have to, if you work for a police office department, you have to let them know if you have another job on the side because things can get
They
compromised.
said they were unaware.
They were unaware. Fair enough. I think somebody knew, but they didn't know anything about it until somebody told them about it. But I want to go back to the moral quandary of this because that's all this is really about. We don't really care if she didn't report to her supervisor or whatever and let them know that she's in a video shaking that ass. Shout out to you, Melissa. You know?
Some jobs have certain standards. I'm gonna withhold that. I'm gonna hold that.
So then
Some jobs do.
so then you have a problem with her doing this then?
Me personally, do your thing, but just know what comes with it. Like for me, there's certain things that I know I cannot do, even if I wanted to do. In being a part of Peep This One, being a part of the business that I run, that if they saw me in certain lights, I can lose vendors, I can lose places that I have built a rapport with that will then destroy my financial capabilities.
But then
it's just a part of life.
But then if people care so much about these appearances and holding people in political or community service positions, and if we're gonna hold them accountable, why get mad at Melissa Mercado, shout out to you, Honeybee, and you not holding the biggest cop of them all responsible for their misgivings, Mayor Eric Adams? How come you're not holding your political officials accountable?
Aren't they, though? Aren't they?
I don't hear nobody talking about them on social media, but you know who I hear?
Weiner. Weiner was held at...
Governor Weiner?
Was he a governor? But he was like a political leader who kept showing his wiener.
But allegedly, we gotta say allegedly.
Allegedly.
I gotta let me make sure. Allegedly.
He lost his position. Well, not allegedly.
But that's different. I'm not talking about people being held in the court of law exactly. I'm talking about people being taken to the court of public opinion, like her, and being seen as a tramp or whatever. There was no NYP paraphernalia in the video. She was not wearing anything. She didn't even discuss it on the video shoot. Rapper S-Quire, shout out to you, he also didn't know either. Nobody talked about it. So this is all in her personal life. I'm not saying that she shouldn't be reprimanded for her job. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, for all y'all people out there that are talking about like, oh, how could she do this? She should be ashamed of herself. When's the last time you held yourself morally accountable for doing something? When's the last time we held police officers accountable for getting drunk in bars and getting into fights or whatever, or for the crimes that they commit for women that are arrested? What about the sexual harassment that goes on in the police departments? If you want to come after her, you got to come after the whole force. And you're not doing that. So why come down on her?
How do you know they're not doing that, bro?
Where is it out on social media? I don't hear it.
Yo.
Because we out here talking about Big Meech and Lil Meech and 50 Cent.
Listen.
And Nelly.
I believe it's out there, bro.
Show me. If I ain't see it, it's not out there.
Yeah, send them. Well, at Wise Guy, send them a bunch of these videos. I bet you it's out there. But
Also,
it's the integrity of the job. That's the thing. I'm gonna keep on saying it. It's the integrity. Like,
but we're not talking about the integrity of the job. We're talking about the people in their moral standing.
But even that's what I'm talking about. I know that's what you're saying, but listen, this whole morality, immorality, perversion, stance, all these things, bro. I be real with you. A lot of people uphold people to these standards that they don't do themselves.
The hypocrisy.
But when you're in a public light, a public image, it's different. It's different than the Joe Smo who's cooking burgers and fries, than a person who's a police officer, a congressman or woman, or a pastor.
Didn't you just say a few weeks ago, Charles
CEO?
Barkley said, "Don't follow me. I am not a role model."
Exactly.
And also, too, we don't know
Exactly.
the circumstances that may have forced her into the role. I want to know why, if they're going to report about her job.
Damn, so cops ain't paying well, is that what you're saying?
Apparently, because according to the news report, an officer in her position as a special victims unit, in her position for like 5 years or whatever, should be making around $144,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
If she's making $144,000 a year, then why is she in this video? Clearly, there's something amiss.
Because she wants to show off her body.
But why can't she show off her body then? Why come down on her? So a cop can't be in a video half naked just because they have a job as a cop? We got all the people cosplaying at Halloween as sexy cops. We don't say, oh no, that's wrong. It's immoral to defame a police officer like that, to put them in such a sexual manner. I go out there on Halloween right now, plenty of ass and titties and cop outfits. Come on, stop it. We even got a kink for it. Come on, stop this. I don't have a problem with the code of conduct situation, but it's just everybody that's getting on their soapbox talking about, oh, she should be ashamed of her because she's a police officer. Like, she's not a human being. Like, she's not a sexual creature.
She is a human being and she should have the right, but again, responsibility of who you are and what you represent matters. It matters, bro. Anything you do right now will affect 𝐵𝐵 Anything you do right now will affect their job. I won't mention it, but it does. Like, bro, if you get caught right now with certain things on you, you could lose your other job. It's just a part of things.
I work in an orphanage.
So messed up. But yeah.
I work in an orphanage. But in all seriousness, like, okay, I would not want Melissa Mercado, honeybee, in a children's birthday party. But I wouldn't mind Melissa Mercado, the SVU officer at a child's birthday party, talking about, you know, what police officers do to help the community. Like, let's be real. Let's not act like we live in one world and one color. You can differentiate the situations. I personally think that anybody that's upset about this, you're just on a moral high horse. Let's not, if you're a guy and you're upset about this, let's not act like you wasn't watching the video for other purposes.
Yeah, so speaking of that, can you run the video one more time?
You want to run the video?
For our fans.
You want to run the video? Let's run the video one more time. I'm fine with that. And then we close it out.
Detective has gone viral after appearing in a music video that has sparked debate.
We're going to
within
mute the
NYPD.
talking so you can just watch. Yeah, we ain't going to listen to all this talking.
It's all good. But shout out to S-Quire, though.
There we go.
Don't worry.
All right, we're
talking
good
about this right now.
We're good now. We're good. We just wanted all the men that want to watch
I want to watch it for research purposes and they hate on her.
research purposes.
Like
They got papers to do.
Yeah, they got paperwork to do.
Yeah.
Because we got to stop her from continuing in this type of work.
Yes.
Yo, come on, stop it. I support her. Shout out to you. Also too, to wrap it up, they said the agency that was working with her and S-Quire was saying that she's getting a lot of requests now from other rappers and other
So
musicians.
she might quit her job.
She gonna be on the next season of Love and Hip Hop New York. She gonna be on Zeus Network. Yo, she gonna be on what is
Pop the Blues.
She gonna tell me she not gonna be on Pop
20 and 1.
20. Tell me, come on.
Yeah, she gonna do it all.
Stop
Dang.
it.
Maybe this boosts your career, but let's not be like Superhead. Hi, my name is Maciah. Will you join us?